have a very special video for you guys, and it's on this hair and makeup that is perfect for prom. But you don't have to go to prom to rock this look. You can go to a date night, any special occasion, a wedding, something like that, where you guys can rock this beautiful romantic smoky eye with this braided low bun. So if you guys want to know how to recreate this makeup and hair, then just keep on watching. So we're gonna start with the hair, and for the hair tutorial I'm gonna be using Carol's Daughter's products. I did go out and purchase them at Walmart, and they are available there now, and you can check the description box for links to the products and as well Carol's Daughter's YouTube channel. But to start, I'm going to be using this leave-in conditioner from the Black Vanilla line. This is going to add a lot of moisture and shine to our hair. That way it's repairing it or doing something at least nice to our hair. This is heat-free hair tutorial, so that's a plus. But the first thing you want to do to start with this hair is you want to go ahead and part your hair down the middle or the side. I decided to do mine towards the side, and then I'm going to take a big chunk of hair and I'm just going to start braiding that. And you kind of want to do this a little bit thick, that way it shows up on pictures. But yeah, you just want to go ahead and braid that. This type of hair tutorial reminds me so much of my hometown because they wear a lot of buns, and as well it has a lot to do with braids. So I definitely love it. But once you're done with your braid, you want to tie it and then you want to start loosening it up. That way it looks a little bit more thick. You do not want to pull out any hairs, that's for sure, but you just want to make it super thick and loose. That way once you wrap it on the bun, it doesn't look like stiff or anything, if you know what I mean. It's just gonna look so beautiful, and it will just go with the flow of the bun. So once you have it all loose and nice, now you want to pick up the rest of your hair and we're gonna go ahead and tie it. You can do this to the side, it'll look so much more elegant, or you could just do it to the middle. That's how I'm gonna do it. But before I do put it or tie it, I am going to be pulling out a little bit of hairs. I do want it to look a little bit messy. I don't want it to look super sleek back or anything. So as you guys can see, I'm just trying to comb my hair a little bit, but then right before I'm gonna tie it, I'm just gonna start pulling out a few more hairs. But yeah, you can make this as messy as you want, but I just feel like the more messy it looks, the more beautiful and romantic it looks. So you can do it however you want though. But once you have your hair tied, now what you want to do is pull that ponytail, and we're going to start braiding that as well. Now this is going to create a very thick braid. If you have really thin hair, you do not have to do this, just because of the fact that you could just wrap it around and it's going to stay in place. But for me, for somebody that has a lot of thick hair or just a lot of hair, you just want to go ahead and braid it. That way it makes it super easier to tie it to the back. So then you want to just wrap it around, and then you want to grab another hair tie and you just want to go ahead and tie that. If you want it more secure, I suggest using 2 hair ties and then bobby pins to keep it in place. But yeah, as you guys can see, I'm just trying to pull out the braid a little bit more, that way it just, you know, flows with the whole thing. And that is all. But to finish off, I'm gonna be adding this hair sheen from the Black Vanilla line again, just to add a lot of shine, and it could look like super healthy our hair. So that's definitely something you want at prom or any special occasion, for your hair to look super shiny and healthy. But this is how it looks, and I hope that you guys like it. But yeah, so now that we have the hair down, now let's move on to the makeup. So I'm gonna start with this primer from Milani. It's the Prime Shield Face Primer. This is my first time using it, and so far I really loved it. It feels so soft and velvety. But I also did pick up the foundation as well. This one is a concealer and perfecting foundation. It is definitely full coverage, which is something good whenever you want to go to a special occasion to hide all those imperfections. I did blend it out with the Real Techniques complexion sponge, and I just feel like these two products work perfectly together. But as you guys can see, I have a little pimple there, or a scar in my forehead, and it's gonna cover it pretty well. And then for concealer, I am gonna be adding this one from Maybelline. It's the Age Rewind concealer, just to help highlight under my eyes, and as well down the bridge of my nose, my chin, and also a little bit on my forehead. And again, with the same sponge, I'm just blending this out. So then after that, I'm going to go ahead and set everything. I'm using this new powder from Airspun. So far, to be honest, I have like a love and hate relationship with it. Like, it does good at setting everything and keeping it in place, but it has this like smell to it that I just cannot stand. I don't know why, but I just don't like the smell of it. But I'm definitely baking my face because we want our foundation to stay on all day. And then after that, I'm going to do my brows. I do have a new brow tutorial, or either a drugstore brow tutorial, that if you guys are interested, I'll have it linked down below. But once you're done filling in your brows, you just want to go ahead and remove all of the powder. But once you're done with that, now we're going to move on to the eyes. So first, I'm going to take this True Naked CoverGirl. It's the nudes, and I'm going to be using that light brown shade to use as my crease color first. So I'm blending this in with a Real Techniques brush, and you just want to make sure you blend it all the way from the inner corner of your crease all the way to the outer corner, and as well kind of blend it out into like that little circular shape on the outer part. Now to start adding a lot more definition to the eye, I'm going to take this color from this Wet n Wild palette. You can use pretty much any dark brown eyeshadow or something very similar. For some reason it turned black. I have no idea why, but you know what? It worked out. So if you also want, you could definitely use a black eyeshadow. That way it could make the intensity of the eye a lot more smoky. So yeah, you just want to go ahead and apply this and blend it very nicely on the outer part of your eye. That way it starts creating that beautiful smoky eye, but not so intense. It's just very, very soft. And then again, with your transition brush color, you want to go ahead and make sure you blend this in the crease very nicely. Now for the front part, I'm using this new palette from Physicians Formula. I'm going to be taking a sparkly shade. At first I thought it would be really pigmented on its own, but I should have added a base. So if you want, definitely add a base. But if you start packing it on a lot, it's going to show up. So it kind of works out either way, but yeah, you just want to be packing this on and make it super nice. You could pretty much use any color that you like with this. But after that, you want to go ahead and do a wing liner. If you guys are interested, I'm going to have a link down below my step-by-step of how to do a wing liner. But I did use the Maybelline's Eye Studio eyeliner to create my wing liner, and I just really, really love this eyeliner, so I definitely recommend it to you guys. But once you're done with that, we want to move on to adding mascara to prepare our lashes for the falsies. So I'm using this mascara from L'Oreal and then just adding a few coats of this. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and take a black eyeliner. This one is from L'Oreal and it's the Smoldering Voluminous Eyeliner. And I'm just going to apply this on my tight line and also on my waterline. And then to start creating my smoky lower lash line, I'm taking that same color from the Wet n Wild palette and then just packing it on as close as I can to the eyeliner. And then taking my smudging brush to just kind of like blend this out. And then for my falsies, I am using the double wispies from Ardell, and I absolutely love them. I think they're gorgeous and so romantic, so I definitely recommend these for you guys. But yeah, once you are done adding your lashes, you want to coat your bottom lashes, and then after that we're gonna go ahead and add a highlight to our brow bone and as well inner corners of our eye using this shade from the Wet n Wild palette. And then I'm just very lightly applying this, not so intense. But now moving back to the face, I'm using this butter bronzer from Physicians Formula to bronze my face a little bit. You definitely do want to add some definition to your face. That way once the flash photos come on, you can definitely see the features of your face. So that way it looks like you have a nose, cheeks and everything. So definitely bronze. And then as well, I'm going to add a little bit of contouring to it. So I'm using this one from NYC. It's my favorite one to contour. You do have to pack on the color a little bit for it to show up, but it's okay. It still does the job. But yeah, so after that, you want to go ahead and start blending it out. That way it looks super soft and you do not want it to look harsh at all. So I'm just taking my brush that I applied my powder with. And then for my highlight, I'm using this one from Wet n Wild. I believe it's new. I mean, it says it on the packaging, it's new. And I really loved it. For this cheap of a highlighter, it does its job, and I definitely recommend it to you guys. So yeah, after that, once you're done with the whole face, you want to move on to your lips, and then you can pretty much use any color that you like. I decided to go with a pinky nude, and I'm first lining my lips with this lip pencil from Milani in the color nude. And then for my lipstick, I am using the Wet n Wild in the color Bare It All. And then after that, you are all done with this hair and makeup tutorial. So I hope that you guys loved it, and if you did, don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up. If you guys end up recreating the hair or the makeup, let me know and send me your pictures through Instagram, Twitter, or Snapchat. And with that, my loves, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I love you guys.